Grace.
Hey, Mr. Goodman.
How are you?
Very good. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah.
So,
I have put in quite a lot of thought in the past 2 weeks about
Yeah,
the proposal.
great.
Yeah, and I brought it today and hope you enjoy the new idea that I presented.
yeah.
Yeah, so I thought a lot about your past experience. I know that you have been kind of hurt in the tech bubble
Right, that's true.
by all the investment proposed by your previous investors. And I want to assure you that we will take into account of your previous exposure and try the best to limit your exposure to those kind of very toxic asset classes. Yeah. And I know that you are a very charitable person with a lot of donation in mind, and also there's going to be quite a lot of cash outflow requirement in the next few years.
Yeah.
So to that end, we specifically tailored a proposal for you, keeping in mind all the cash requirement of the next few years. Yeah, so I have put them
Okay.
yeah, on that screen, and maybe you can take a look.
Right.
So as you can see, the majority of the investment, over 40%, will be in the asset classes which can bring you a very sustainable cash flow every year, either by the interest income or by the dividend of some of the equity investments.
Okay.
Right. So just by the sustainable cash flow income from dividend and interest rate, we can provide you 740,000 cash flow every year from our investment, provided that you put in all the 30 million into our portfolio.
Oh, so I need to put all my money in your...
Well, no. Well, I know that's one of the concerns you have with Goldman, because they
true.
have such a high threshold of 25 million.
Yeah.
But for us, we would like to establish this partnership with you gradually.
Okay.
So I think from the start, our threshold is only 15 million.
Oh, that's
So you can first have a try of our service and see if you enjoy the service we provided and also the ideas. But just to let you know, if the money put into our portfolio is lower, then the annual cash flow generated will certainly be proportionally lower.
Right. So what's the rate, you say?
So if it's 30 million, then it's 740,000 cash income every year.
Okay.
Or if it's only 50 million, then it's just half of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But your expense every year will be the same. So we would expect a different capital gain from our investment if you want to use our portfolio to meet all your cash flow needs.
Okay. And one thing the Goldman said, they will give us very high return and generate more cash every year. So for your proposal, it seems not that. Is the similar amount? Or?
Yeah, we are confident that we are able to generate similar kind of return as the service provided by Goldman. As you know that, in the past few years, they haven't been doing well. I think it's, on one hand, the macro kind of trend we are all experiencing in this industry. On the other hand, a lot of the investment, Goldman suggests their clients to put in Goldman's own fund.
Right.
Yeah, and some of the funds, even though are not performing well, but I mean, Goldman is a great company, but there's a lot of suspicion in the streets thinking that maybe Goldman put their own interest in front of our clients. But with Morgan Care, we have a company policy that we cannot ask our clients to put in money into our own funds, just so that we can maintain this objectivity and make sure that we provide you with the best of the breed in terms of all the managers, regardless of the managers with us or with an external manager.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
great.
So I think it's again aligned with our principle of building the trust with our clients and also providing the best service we can.
Sounds good. So how about like after 3 years, do you think this portfolio will generate enough cash for support my parents and the kids' education?
Exactly. I know 3 years is kind of important.
Right.
Tipping point because at that time you are going to retire and you want to maintain the same
enjoy
comfort of life. So the capital gain of the investment will be more important at that time. So when we structure this portfolio, on one hand we considered all the sustainable cash flow provided by more stable asset classes like fixed income. On the other hand, we also consider the capital gain. That's why you see we put some like over 15% into non-US equity and small capital
I see.
equities, which should provide a
Some capital.
good capital gain. And also, I know you don't have a good experience with hedge fund,
Right.
but on the other hand, as you know from our sales conference you attended 3 weeks ago, we have a very good view about commodity. We think
Okay.
commodity is going to be a good hedge of inflation risk in the future.
Uh-huh.
So we would suggest putting in significant amount, which is 15% into commodity, which is going to provide you with increasing capital gain, to provide you with the comfort of life after you
Great.
retire.
Sounds great. It's a great plan.
Yeah. So you are satisfied with our arrangement here?
Yeah.
Is there any
Yeah.
other?
Right now I'm pretty satisfied with your proposal.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
That's great.
yeah.
So where do you think would be a good starting point? Would like with 50 million good, or would you like to try a little bit higher so that we don't have to worry about the rest of the cash management?
Yeah, well, I wanna pick like in the middle, like 20 million.
20 million.
Yeah,
That's
so-
great. So yeah, actually with me I brought this account open
Okay.
document.
Uh-huh.
So you can flip through it.
Uh-huh.
And if you are satisfied about all the different terms, I can maybe come in tomorrow and help you to explain different terms and work with Stan, your lawyer, at the same time
Yeah.
to explain the details. And if everything is good, hopefully tomorrow we can open an account.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
great. Thank you.
Thank
Grace.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Vivian.
you.